4:30 Wednesday morning. Man, this one feels early. I think I'm a little tired, but I'm here. Listen, remove frustration from your life. Whatever that is, whatever it is you don't like to do, why are you doing it? Why do you go places that you don't like going? Why do you do things that you don't like doing? Why do you go around people that you just simply don't like? Unless it's making you better in some manner, unless it's adding to you and there's somebody in a class and you feel like you need that class, why are you doing it? No, I don't want to do those things. No, I'm not going to do those things. It doesn't matter what I'm doing this weekend because I ain't doing it with you. Stop having conversations with people that you just don't fucking like, especially on social media. If you got a person on your page and they're there shit talking, fucking just block that motherfucker. Like, remove that frustration. If it's sitting just low level in your head and you're dwelling on it or thinking about it, what does that person add to you and what are they taking from you? If they're taking headspace from you and there's not a reward in the end, you don't need them, you don't know them, they're using a fake name and they're just there shit talking repetitively, and repetitively is fucking more than once, right? Just get rid of that motherfucker. Literally as though pushing that button vaporizes that person. Just leave them. Just get them out of there. That frees your headspace, it frees up your time, and it lets you do other things. Just stop doing shit that you don't like doing, unless there's a benefit to it, right? People who are super overweight, they probably don't like going and working out. There's probably a benefit to you doing it though, so it doesn't apply to everything. But frustrations of people, especially on social media, remove them from your life. Just remove them and be done with it. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna do some cardio, I'm gonna lift weights. I think I'm doing back today, back with a little bit of floor work. Got past that, man. The weekend's coming up super fast. We're gonna have a ton of people here. If you are near Camden, Tennessee, you can still get tickets at the gate. Join us. I don't have time. I can't do it. It was important enough to 650 other people to come from literally the other side of the United States, as well as other countries. So what you mean is it's not important, and that's fine. That's fine. If I didn't personally ask you to come here and you're not coming, I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear, I wish I could be there. That's on you, because 650 other people arranged their life 90 days ago so that they could be here. And many of them are coming way further than you are. You guys have a good day. Do good things and be happy while you're doing them. And if you're not, I know there's other circumstances sometimes and you can't control them, but most of the time you can. You can adjust your life so that it doesn't happen again. All right, 6 o'clock. I've got about an hour before anybody really shows up here. So what do I have here? It's buckwheat. And what do we do with it? Well, I'm going to plant it all over these swales. It rained all day yesterday, and we're supposed to have more rain coming. So I don't know how much of this I need. I don't really know if it grows and then continues to come back, or if it has to seed to come back. I don't know really a lot about it, but it's going to hold the soil here. And put it in a broadcaster and spread it all over, and then we're going to take field peas or cow peas, inoculate them, and I'll show you that, and we're going to do the same thing. Just trying to get these in place and really cover the soil up and hold the soil in place. It doesn't seem to be eroding at all, but it's downhill, it's on an angle, it is made for rain to go all over it, and the potential is definitely there for it to wash, so we will address that now. Where is the other four-wheeler? That's right where I left it. Oh, a little walkout. I wonder what that's off of. What's up, big boy? Hi. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hi. You are all dirty. Got wood chips all over here from moving so many loads. The wood pile that fell over, for the most part, I have that handled. This rack here has a step down here in it, which is made to hold 5-gallon buckets. I mean, you can use it for a ton of other stuff, but it perfectly holds 3 5-gallon buckets. I have a feeling that buckwheat would go over this hill right here too that's raw. I have a feeling we could buckwheat that. I know Nick Ferguson said put some black-eyed peas or cow peas there, which is happening today. So that hill there should probably also be addressed. This patch here like this, I don't think the ducks and chickens will pull it all out of there. I think there'll be more than they can get, but I don't know. Maybe the Whizzer, maybe have to T-post and fence it. It used to be we could lock the chickens up. We had individual pins for them and stuff, but now we have so many chickens, locking them down would definitely take a long time. Haha, chicken! Smells good out here. You can smell the trees after the rain. It smells like wood. A little bit of erosion here, or just washing the top off. Here's all the wood chips I put down a couple months ago probably. Here's some of that feed that I threw out. Corn's starting to grow. Operation Buckwheat, highly dangerous, very necessary. Some of you might not make it back, but no, it's absolutely needed. So I've been using this open top waterer in here because I can just fill it with a hose without having to unscrew it. And I haven't been putting the lid on, didn't think nothing of it. Came out this morning and there's 3 chickens in there, had drowned. So currently they'll be dog food, and figured maybe somebody could learn from this. I didn't ever think anything about putting a lid on it. I've never had chickens get in and drowned, and it's just one more thing, but I have the lid. So when you've got little birds, I guess, make sure that you use that lid so they can't get in there. My guess is they were sleeping and slipped in at night, couldn't get out. So those 3 will be dog treats today. One of the best tools you can get if you own rabbits, quail, chickens, if you do anything with cage wiring, this is the best hog ring plier, and it works exactly how you want it to. They're like, I don't find any shortfall with this thing, other than maybe you have to use their proprietary hog rings. They're not individual loose, they come like a ream of staples. And these cages, these Doomer cages, these come from Tractor Supply. They're very inexpensive. They will not stay nice looking. The black, it's not vinyl, it's a paint. It doesn't stay on a long time. And the assembly, the way you put the cage together, it has its own like self clips built into it. They don't hold. You need to add hog rings or J hooks to it. And you can totally do the cage clip thing, but you gotta put them in one at a time. This thing makes this thing work perfectly. These cages here are like 40 bucks a piece from Tractor Supply. I see people in rabbit groups pissing and moaning and crying, and it's just because they're dumb. Like it's because they're dumb. If you own rabbits, you need a hog ring plier or J clip plier, and this takes care of all the problems. And you can go buy bulk wire that's vinyl coated, so the piss doesn't rot it and it stays looking how it looks, and it cleans up with a pressure washer. And then with your J-hook plier, you can put your own cages together. You can make your own custom sizes, whatever. All right, about 15 minutes later, 4 cages all assembled, all clipped. Now take them up top. I'm setting up a third row of cages up there, and I'm going to take rabbits out of other cages and put in these new ones, and then take the other cages they've been in and pressure wash them out. We set them on 2x4s. Basically, we use sawhorses and 2x4s and 4x4s. And the cages sit on that piece of wood. And where the wood is, the manure will stack up sometimes. So ideally, you want to do this every few months. Realistically, I end up doing it every 6 months, and that's what I'm about to do. I use this trailer pretty frequently. It has a dump. They make one with 2 wheels that articulate, so it'll go over logs and stuff. And then this basket, I put these pieces of 2x4 here, well 1x4 and 2x4, just kind of sandwiched between the bar here to hold it. And that just limits stuff from sliding into your back. It takes away from part of your passenger seating on the back seat there, but we don't ever ride two up, and we still can if we had to. So works pretty good. So here's some 4x4s. I've got some, these are 10-footers, pressure treated, overkill. 2x4s right there definitely work, and they're bowing down. When I move these cages, I'll flip them so they'll actually bow up, and then they'll kind of settle. But I'm gonna throw those cages here and then start moving rabbits around. All right, 2:43, Wednesday. I've been outside literally all day, probably 90% of the day. Cages, I'm going to put the feeders and waterers on, but looking at these, I guess I don't have any 24-inch cages up here. I would like my cages to be 24 by 30, so they're long, which is hard to reach into to get to the animal if you need to. But if they're 30 or 36 wide, you get a lot less on the row. But where I have from here to here to cut in feed boxes, these suckers do not have room to cut in feed boxes, so I'm gonna have to put them on the back side, which will work on these, but you're definitely not gonna stack anything behind it, which I guess doesn't matter because we don't anyways. All right, it's about 5 o'clock, same day, same deal as earlier, but now it's cow peas. So I'm gonna dump them in here, rod cast them. You can see all the barleys out here all over. And we're supposed to have some more rain coming in. Then we will get this covered up with straw.
One of the realest